It's that time of the month. Nicholas Light uploads a video and it's called It's Over. I'm done. We need to talk. I love videos like this. I myself make these videos too, man. If I search the mic, you know what? Let's just try right now. Let's just search it by saying like, I'm done. I have one. I'm acceptable. I'm done. What if I just do done? What have I done? How about this is the we need to talk. Wait, do we have a we need to talk? I have a couple. This is ridiculous. We need to talk. I have we need to talk. Anyways, you get my point. These are some YouTube ass fucking titles. What's going on, Nick? What's happening? Last time it was Lord of the Mysteries stuff. What's going on now?
You know, usually when I make videos with a title like this one,
yeah,
it's about stupid shit. Copyright, Twitch banned me, somebody's in my DMs telling me they're gonna behead my parents and put their heads in my mailbox. Stupid.
Yeah, sounds like an average Tuesday for a content creator his size.
Normal, everyday shit. Today is very different. It's more serious.
Oh?
And I feel like it affects not only my channel, but my life. My voice. As you guys know, I'm a loud person. Since I started my channel, especially with the anime content,
yeah,
I've been known as the overreactor, the loud guy.
And I think that he should lean into that, right? The thing that you can never do online is get insecure about people making insults at you, because then you'll notice that like the sharks smell blood in the water. Anytime people start making fun of you for something, you either have to kill it off immediately and ignore it or lean onto it. So then just embrace it. I am the overreactor. I am the loud guy. What are you gonna do about it?
I got comfortable with that. I saw a lot of viewership and money in that. And you guys tend to love those reactions. You lose your minds.
Wait, is he actually doing a pivot? Whoa, 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 whoa. Okay, if you don't know, this guy basically has a persona that he puts on when he reacts. He is an introverted person by nature. And we've seen the other videos where he goes and makes those personal videos saying, it takes so much from me to put on this insane act for you because that's how I started my brand. And it's not a good business decision to completely change your type of content if you succeeded that way. Like, why would you, right? You built your entire audience off of being the specific way. So showing them, basically, you're serving fucking burgers at your place and people love your place for coming to burgers. Then you say, you know what? I'm not longer a burger guy. We're gonna start selling fucking I don't know, salads. And now the target audience is like, what the fuck? I didn't sign up for this. But it's also very mentally taxing, right? It's so mentally taxing for him to like keep doing the Nicholas Light persona. So I've been saying, like, bro, I don't think you need to do this to like keep it going. Like maybe the viewership would fall off by a bit, but I think that you've created like a strong community of people that enjoy you for who you are. And if you decided to do more chill content where it doesn't like eat away at your mental capacity, it's not, I think that'd be way better, right?
Think it's hilarious when I lose my fucking shit, when I'm screaming, when I'm busting veins. And for a while, it didn't bother me. For a while, it was normal. It was literally my normal talking like that. And once I end that stream, once I end that video, I spend time with my wife or my family, and I talk like this. I don't really scream. I'm a very, I wouldn't say antisocial, but very
introverted,
sticking to myself type of guy. You know, I'm not loud. I'm not obnoxious. I'm as reserved as it gets. Screaming has really affected my voice to the point where I had to.
This is some Joji shit, man. Like, do you know who this is? Pink guy? This dude used to make the most insane content on YouTube at the cost of his voice. He would have this like specific vocal fry that would literally kill his voice. And it got to a point where it was like a threat to his like health. And it might be the same thing for like Nicholas Light here.
To get medical assistance on it. I had to get medical advice on it.
Damn.
And if I keep it up, if I keep the screaming going continuously.
Yeah, it's not sustainable.
I could lose my voice. Or not really lose my voice, but every time I talk, it could be like swallowing knives. I don't want that to happen. I feel like I made a living and a career traveling the world, marrying my wife. Like I'm able to do all of this stuff because of my voice, because I'm able to be so overreactionary, you know what I mean? Like I'm able to be so super energized and shit. I'm losing my voice on a weekly basis. I can't even scream without you hearing the pain in my voice. I don't think I can do it anymore. And my biggest fear...
He should just increase the gain on his mic. You don't have to like scream to like scream. Basically, you can alter your mic settings so that like you can scream while whispering. You know what I mean? Like even if I'm talking like right now, if I increase my mic settings, it can sound all like really fucking loud. So like you could do that.
...is that I made a career and I gathered all of this attention, all of you from screaming. And y'all could easily say, no more screaming. No, worry about yourself, Nicholas. But my biggest worry is that I'll lose.
Yes. Exactly right. His intended audience. And that is the scariest thing, right? When you build a channel off of this identity and you no longer give the people that identity, it doesn't matter if the vocal minority says, we're here for you, Nick. We'll watch you no matter what. A lot of people are silent lurkers that will simply leave if they're disinterested. That's why I'm so critical of group reaction channels. And I'm not trying to say group reactions are bad. I think group reactions have really high potential, more than like a single creator, because of the dynamic and the unique friendship that they have. But how many times have you seen, not even just group reaction channels, just group YouTube channels, where some drama happens, people age out, and the person and the dynamic that you were there for is starting to start leaving, and it's 2 people instead of 3 people or something like that. That channel just dies down. It's such a risky thing to do when you basically start your channel with an identity that you are borrowing from, right? That's why I never collab. It's just that when I do solo content, like from the beginning, I was like, what kind of reaction stuff do I want to do? I think that I want something sustainable, something that I can massively scale out and repeat. Every day I can just go live and just talk, and it's going to be based on my commentary. And even then, do I like constantly yell and have a different persona that I show you? No, because the thing about me that a lot of people find interesting is it just feels like I'm being myself. Of course, I'm yelling at the camera at times, and I'm not, if I were to watch an anime episode myself, would I be yelling like that? No, of course I'm trying to entertain you guys. But what you notice is that there is no like persona that I put on. Like there's a thing that people realize how people are different when you watch a YouTube video of somebody and you watch a stream of somebody. How many times have you seen a YouTube video where like in the intro video, today, welcome back YouTube, Mr. Beast. I have 500 people that I'm fighting for 2,000 burgers. You know what I mean? And then you show up to their live stream and the guy's just talking like, because like, bro, YouTube videos, it's so easy to edit in such a way to highlight a different personality, to make it as exciting as possible. I don't do that. I'm the exact same on YouTube as with my Twitch streams because that's just, it's comfortable for me. I never felt like I need to put on an act. I decided from the beginning, I'm just gonna be myself and I'm gonna give you raw takes. That's gonna be, it's gonna hurt sometimes. Definitely I'm mean. I say things that's way too mean, but that's not my fault. I just say things that the world is the way it is. And a lot of people appreciate that. It's sustainable. I don't have to worry about, oh my God, do I need to keep on this like different persona? No, I literally just go live and just talk shit and record. And eventually I built a community around that. So my like foundation is very like stable in that way. But for other people that overly relies on a group dynamic or a different persona, right? That's dangerous because that's how you kind of do stand out in the beginning. Because if you want to stand out, you got to think, right? It's a saturated market. There's so many people doing this shit. How do you stand out? Well, that's for you to fucking figure out, right? How did I stand out? For the longest time, I also had to figure out my channel identity. And definitely my growth has not been as explosive as many other people that knew how the YouTube algorithm worked and also procured a specific persona to captivate on that, right? So I took the long way out, a very long marathon way out, and it's been very slow, humble beginnings, but now, you know, it's caught in enough fire where it's sustainable and it's healthy. But for a lot of other people, right, it's dangerous, man. Like I would 100% like ask you to think if you're gonna make content that like, okay, I don't know what kind of type of content you're gonna make, but you gotta think about like, okay, is the channel brand dependent on not me but other people? What's gonna happen if those people leave one day, right? To think that like you can have 10, 20 years of a career with the group dynamic and expect them to not change or them to not have personal issues, it's tricky, man. And that's why there's so much respect on your boy Roshi and how, you know, Shira, Lupa, and Roshi, they have been doing this for so long and it's been so sustainable and so consistent. That takes a lot of effort. I'm sure there's been a lot of drama behind the scenes, right? I don't want to speculate, but to assume that everything has been just happy, no drama behind the scenes is foolish. Human beings, eventually you're gonna fucking have problems. But the fact that they were able to stay together and keep that bond going, it's actually, it's really rare for someone to be able to do that.
Lose what I have because I'm not my normal self. I'm not looking for a pity party. I hate the whole boo-hoo, oh, you can't watch anime anymore on camera. I'm not really into that shit. You know, I don't want anybody feeling bad for me. I'm blessed. I feel super grateful for the life that I have. But I also don't want to lose my voice. I love gaming. I love these gaming streams that I've been doing. Honestly, it's the best decision I've made. I've had more fun streaming video games than I have had streaming anything else.
Smart, right? Pivoting. Don't put all your eggs in one basket. It's very rare though that you can have a channel just pivot content like that and still do well like that, because a lot of people sign up for one specific thing, then you try to do something different and then they just die off immediately. Nicholas Light though has garnered in a big enough fandom and a community that's so loyal that they'll basically watch him for who he is. And that's why I don't think it really matters if he like changes his reaction content or even like his content in a nutshell. Like, I think people will still watch him despite him not screaming every fucking second.
Seriously, man, I'm having the time of my life, so thank you guys.
Another thing too is you gotta notice, like, this is not an original reaction channel. This dude, I mean anime reaction channel. This dude used to do K-pop reactions. This dude used to do like fucking Western, what's it called? Like, Taylor Swift One Direction reactions, and then he does start doing anime opening reactions and dabbling in anime. Now he's going into gacha and video games, right? To be able to pivot like that and to succeed at that scale is actually kind of fucking crazy.
For coming to those gaming streams. I love watching anime, watching 11 shows over on patreon.com/NicholasLightTV. I love my life. I love what I do. It's fun, and I always want to keep it fun. I have the privilege of keeping my life fun. My career is fun. You know, my biggest worry is that if I stop screaming, I'm going to lose my viewership. I'm going to lose you guys. And, you know, I'm not going to get the views that I used to get, or I'm not going to get the attention I used to get. You're so used to me losing my mind. You're so used to me screaming that me talking like this is probably weird. This is a weird video for you guys.
Yeah, this is what I'm talking about, right? You're so used to the over-dialed specific persona. Again, you watch a YouTube video, then you go pull up to a Twitch stream and the person is just talking in like a very calm way. It's just like, what the fuck? Who is this person?
But this is honestly who I am. I mean, you take all the jokes I usually make, lower the volume by 10, that's me, right? Like, that's literally me. For videos, for content, for streaming, I boost those levels to a 10.
Yeah.
Voice-wise, energy-wise. I literally drink like 2 of these a day just to get myself going, just to
That's not healthy, bro. That's actually so bad. If you have to listen, energy drinks, bro, you gotta watch out for kidney stones and developing diabetes. Like, you gotta be careful with this shit.
Dream and just to be super energetic for the videos. So I think starting today, I'm gonna make a conscious effort to lower myself. Not gonna say that I will stop the screaming entirely. I'm gonna scream. I'm gonna lose my mind still. That's still happening. I'm not gonna live the rest of my life or film the rest of my content and my streams just being at this level. Of course I'm gonna scream and jump and cream. That's still gonna happen, but I really have to lower the amount I do it. If that's fine.
I think that's actually even better, because here's the thing. A lot of people, even though they watch him for all the screaming stuff, imagine, like, look, let me show you a graph. I love graphs, right? So let's just think of a situation where Nicholas Light's, you know, viewership, right? Let's just like draw, like, I don't know. This is his viewership, and let's say there is this many people. I don't fucking know. Let's just give an arbitrary amount. Let's just say this many people at the bottom are people that enjoy him for screaming stuff. But what if there's people up here that don't like him because of the overtly screaming stuff? You know what I mean? Like, what we know is he got huge by having, you know, big, you know, content like that. But you might actually be offsetting the amount. What if there actually is even more people that don't like his screaming stuff? You know what I mean? Like, what if there's actually a silent majority that you don't even realize? Like, because he's all so fucking big that it seems like, all right, this is like everything. But what if there's this many people that are waiting for a different type of content? And then on top of that, there is this idea of when everything is always loud, then it's never loud. You need to make it special, right? Like, crash outs and pop off moments should be special. And if you always give it like that, kind of gets boring. So even if he changes content, there's a hidden market that might actually watch him for who he is now because he's not overly dramatic and yelling. So you got those people coming in, and you make the special loud moments even more special by hiding it. I think that's a great fucking business decision.
With you guys, let me know in the comments, would you still watch me if I was talking like this with the occasional burst of energy, with the
Here's the thing though, right? I always love to collect data too and ask for people in the comments, hey, do you want a rewatch of this anime, blah, 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 right? But the vocal minority that comments here are not the silent lurkers, right? So it's good to like try to understand what your most loyal audience wants, but so many people generally don't give a fuck about even commenting. So many people don't even know that this video exists, and they watch another video and maybe they wouldn't like that type of content. But for someone like him, even if he takes a hit in the beginning, I think it's like better this way. I think that his content style caters towards mostly children, especially with the yelling stuff. It's not healthy for his voice. It's also not healthy for his like mindset and the mental health, right? He keeps talking about how like it's deterring him. And by changing his content and being more of himself, it makes it special for the crash out moments. And I think his audience type, as they age out beyond just like the loudest funny part, they'll like, it's more sustainable, right? I talk a lot about how the biggest content creators usually like cater towards children because of the way that their content is presented, and there's nothing wrong with that, but it's like a very short-lived thing because that audience grows up and that content creator also grows up. And when you're no longer relatable and you become an unk and you can't capture the newest like generation of kids and their sort of humor, then you have a fucking ghost house of, hey, no one finds you relatable anymore. All your fucking audience is growing up, and that's not good. That's why like I focus so much on like Asmongold content creation strategy, because this dude fucking talks and yaps and has deep commentary that appeals to an older audience, and that I think is way more sustainable in long-term content creation versus so many people that tries to have these outbursts of short-lived things thinking this is the way I go viral, this is the way I'm gonna make it. And it may work for like a couple years, it may work for a bit, but then it's not sustainable, you know? So many people just focus on virality, and it's like, I need to go viral right fucking now, right? They think they need to go right now, but the thing is, you need to like think about longevity. You need to think about like sustainability.
Occasional scream, with the occasional explosion. I never thought this would be an issue, honestly. I never thought a day in my life, oh, I could potentially lose my voice with my fucking content, watching anime and playing video games. Like, I never thought that was even an option, and now it's something that's a serious problem. As you can tell, like, you could even hear it in my voice right now at this level. Now imagine if I pressed go live and I'm just in my normal state of energy where I'm fucking screaming all over the place. Mm-hmm. It kills me, bro. I end that stream and I'm in literal pain to the point where now I have to film Patreon reactions, and I can't, but I push myself because I don't want to complain to everybody. I don't want to be like, oh, guys, I can't film Patreon today because my voice hurts. So I do it anyways, and it fucking hurts. So I got to change. I really do. And I hope that's okay, because if it's not okay, you know, it's going to push me to keep screaming. And I'm not saying that as a threat. Sounds like a fucking threat. Oh, my God. Yeah, you stop watching me, I'm going to...
Little social experiment here right now. There's 450 people watching, but only 20 are chatting. Are they silent or just on timeout? This is how it works on live streams. 90% of people don't fucking talk. They're all fucking silent lurkers. You want me to pull them out? Type 1 in chat right now if you're a silent lurker. Give it a couple seconds. You want to see actual Twitch, you know, actual if they're bots or not? Type 1 in chat if you're silently watching and you have nothing to fucking say. There it is. You have no idea. Like, the average person doesn't chat. They're just using my content as background noise, and they're just chilling. Not everybody wants to constantly fucking chat and interact with me, and that's totally fine. Also, the way that I do my content, there's a lot of people that's scared to even talk because they think that if they talk, I'm gonna fucking point them out and crash out and ban them. Anyways, you've seen it.
Lose my fucking voice. Nah, but seriously, man, I gotta stop. I gotta chill out and take this very serious and just be careful. That's it. I gotta be careful. I love being super energetic, but I could understand why it could annoy some people. You know, people are like, oh, I can't watch Nicholas Slay. He's too loud. I understand that completely. I don't watch loud people. Bro.
That's what I'm saying. There's a hidden market that he has pushed away due to the loud thing that I think he can get back if he does his new way. It's gonna be way better.
When I have like a day of streaming or recording videos, you think I want to go upstairs and watch YouTube videos of a motherfucker screaming like Mr. Beast? No, I don't want to do that. I want to have a
Shout out to Mr.
So
Beast.
I completely understand that, and that criticism, why people don't watch me or why people don't watch me enough, is because of shit like that. And yeah, I seriously got to change shit.
I think this is very smart.
You know,
I've been telling him, please, like, you don't have to like burn yourself out doing this overtly over the top Nicholas Light persona. Like, people watch you in the beginning maybe because of your overtly, you know, crazy persona, but like I think you could literally, you're at a stage where you can literally do anything and it's still going to be fine. And you got to think about sustainability at this part, right? Nicholas Light doesn't need to worry about going viral. He's already established that. All he needs to do is maintain what he has and be healthy and constantly do what he wants to do on his own pace. So this is a great idea. Again, right? I gave you the graph of like, what if there's actually a hidden market of people that are just being excluded because he doesn't think that they exist. But maybe this entire time, all these people, right, that would want to watch him are getting filtered out because of his overtly loud stuff, right? And the whole thing about the aging out, right? You can't expect a grown-ass man to keep yelling and basically appeal to those kids for that long. It may work in the beginning, but you got to think of an exit strategy. And to be able to, like, the most freeing thing is to be able to be who you are naturally, make content off of that, and still do fine. It is one of the most redeeming things and one of the most validating things ever. It's going to take a long time though, right? Because when you are just yourself, maybe you don't have the competitive edge, you know? There's so many people trying to do this shit, and if you're not like overtly over the top, then it's like you gotta jingle the keys to get people's attention in the beginning. Yeah, I get it, right? The content is so saturated, but for people that's already gotten through that hurdle, they can basically just be themselves, and people will find that a lot more relatable and a lot more authentic, and that authenticity pays off in the long term, even though it may not get recognized in the beginning, man. Please check out Nicholas Light. Here's a link to the video. Go give him a like, check out his other content like this. See you next time.